And then it showed me the most unpleasant image. Watch out for this one.
Most unpleasant.
Watch out for this one. Right. The image showed a hyper-realistic...
3 shots, guys.
The image showed a hyper-realistic of Sonic standing in the darkness where you can only see his face while his head and torso faded into black.
Oh, shit.
And when I say hyper-realistic...
You bastard!
It's not me, honest.
I'm yelling at the person who wrote this. I hate you.
I mean, he looked so real. You could actually see the pixel. You could actually see the lines in his blue fur as if you could actually feel the fur if you touched the screen, which you couldn't because you're a fucking moron.
That is retarded.
It's realer than real. It's HD.
His face. ... Oh God! He had the most horrifying smile I have ever seen.
If this is so bad,
and that's saying something, considering I saw that image at the start of the game. What? His eyes are wide and black and once again crying with blood. Which also looked hyper-realistic in graphics.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, I say alright, drinking game's over, you just down 2 bottles of Jack Daniels.
There were 2 small glowing red dots in those black eyes staring right at me. As if staring into my mind. What? His grin was wide and demonic. It literally stretched to the sides of his face like a Cheshire cat from that thing which I can't remember because he hasn't mentioned it.
Alice in Wonderland.
Of course. Of course!
Of course!
Except Sonic had fangs. Very sharp fangs. Much like the werewolf's teeth. Except more vicious looking.
Make it stop!
I'm not paying attention, I'm just looking at your DVDs, I'm thinking, oh man, I really want to watch The Thing or Candyman at the moment. Oh, Hellraiser! Sweet, I haven't seen Hellraiser 2 in ages.
Somewhat yellowish, and from the look of it, he had stains of blood
God damn it.
and small bits of flesh on his lips and fangs as if he ate some animal. I stared at that gruesome image for a good 30 seconds, never taking my eyes off it, as if... It felt as if he was actually looking at me, smiling at me, ... That face.
That face.
It just took 10 seconds for it to etch itself into my brain for good. And then...
I'm also part stopwatch.
That's the plot twist, he's part stopwatch.
I was scared, but then I realised I was a killer cyborg from the future. What a twist.
Then the screen flickered with red static again 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I heard the Kefka laugh. Except this time, it sounded distorted. Demonic even. What? It went back to the image again, except this time, Except this time, there was a text again. Though it was messed up, it was pretty much one of the most horrifying things I looked at since I had this game. I am God!
He's a really strict atheist. That's what scared him. He's terrified of the Bible.
Terrified of the possibility of a god. Oh my god, there's really this much left.
This is the ending, no. It was when I read that message that I realised atheism. It was realised when I read that message while looking at Sonic when it hit me.
I suddenly was forced to become an agnostic.
I realised right there and then, this Sonic was a monster. Really? Really? Taking
I
his
thought it was the kids-friendly one from Sat AM.
A pure evil, sadistic, all-powerful, nightmare-dimensioned monster.
He's fucking leaping.
Yeah, because he said, I am God.
and all of its victims, including Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and possibly Kyle. Who could forget about Jeremy Kyle?
Scum! You scum!
You scam, Sonic. Put Sonic on the end of it.
Oh, just his little toys, almost for Dad's boys. And the game is a very gateway into his chaotic, nightmarish world, and the very hell his victims are trapped
Do you
in.
remember earlier when I said that he's like a Batman level detective? This fucking proves it.
Suddenly, in an actual split second, I screamed as Sonic lunged at the screen, screeching loudly with his mouth wide open with an unnatural length, revealing nothing but literally spiraling abyss of pure darkness before Red Static came again.
Paging for Red. And please put some comments in your sentences next time. We don't want to kill our
His heart just stopped quick.
don't want to kill our lanky reader.
This time much louder and distorted. So loud that they heard my ears. I yelled and grabbed my ears as the Red Static screeched for a good 7 seconds. Then it stopped and showed nothing but a black screen. As I sat there staring at the black screen, one last text came up. Ready for round 2, Tom? The Kefka laugh now sounded more clear, as if Sonic was right behind me. I played again 3 times as I looked at the text in shock and confusion. Then I got booted back to the main menu, and this time, the third save file had TV image of Robotnik in the same place, in the same tormented state as Tails and Knuckles. Robotnik's skin had turned a dull grey. His moustache dropped and blackened. His glasses broke, and blood is coming from them. He had a mere dead expression on his face. I looked at Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik and cried a bit.
I'm a
Did it actually
big,
say that?
Yes,
Oh my god.
big baby.
twat. I pitied them for the agony they're going through. They are not even real. They were forever trapped within the game, forever tormented by that horrid hedgehog, and always will be. Then the computer shut itself off. I couldn't turn it back on no matter what I did. I sat there for maybe 25 seconds, horrified by what just happened. Sonic is the very... Well, sorry, you go on.
No, it's just like the way he's always so precise about it. It's never like, oh, I sat there for about, I don't know, half a minute or so. It's exactly 30 seconds.
Sonic is the very embodiment of evil. That's what the S stands for. Satan. He tortures people who play his game in more ways than one.
Have you played Sonic 2006?
You played Sonic the Hedgehog on Xbox.
Oh my god, like, it makes so much sense. I've seen Sonic Free Riders. Clearly, it's them straight from hell.
Oh man. Oh, Sonic Heroes. Oh. He tortures people who play his game in more ways than one. And then, when he gets bored, he drags you into the game. Literally drags you to hell. Isn't that a film?
It is with that kid who looks like Keanu Reeves, isn't it?
That kid who looks like Sonic.
Justin Long.
Where he can play with you always as his toy. What type of toy?
Butt toy.
I think we all know.
I can't get the game out of my computer. I think it's stuck in there. But at least I managed to turn it back on now. After I sat there for another 25 seconds, I heard a voice right behind me, like a whisper. Try to keep this interesting for me, Tom. I turned around to see where the voice came from, and what I saw made me scream. Sitting on my bed, ... staring right at me, ...
Was Crash Bandicoot. Twist.
was a Sonic plushie.
What?
Smiling. With bloodstains under its eyes. That is it. We are done. Fuck you, Tails, doll.
Wow, Jesus fucking Christ.
That took over an hour, surely.
Okay, you know what? I think we should look at the reviews.
Trivia, this pasta was originally known as Sonic.avi.
Oh, because it was less scary back then. And still is.
Alex the Fox says, why do people say, already 111? when all I see is, oh my god, worst creepypasta poopsa ever.
I'm pretty sure. I think this guy might think it's bad, but it's hard to say because he speaks like an idiot.
More blood supposedly makes everything scarier. Thanks for that, pig. Did you know you have blood inside of you right now?
Sonic's franchise has some pretty nightmare-inducing stuff, such as the "Fun is Infinite" with Sega Enterprise message, the Scorpius boss from Sonic Spinball, and the US Game Over music from Sonic CD. Well, that's all kids show stuff compared to this creepypasta.
And we all remember the horrifying side effects of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean machine. Not enough operatic blood. 111.
Holy Nether said, "People who hates this creepypasta can get a life. Ready for round 666."
What? Shut the fuck up, Holy Never.
Yeah, you're a real douchebag.
Oh man.
Mianya says, "I don't understand what the fuck everybody's hating on this. There's nothing wrong with the writing. Hardly any grammar errors, just WTF people."
Hardly any crap.
Is it really that bad?
What, you mean the way he keeps shifting in time?
For God's sake, people can be immature assholes sometimes. I mean, really.
And the response by Kassar. What?
You're kidding, right? This pasta was far from good. Just because there are no grammar errors, there are fucking loads. Doesn't make it any less poor writing. It has a ton of cliches, an idiotic protagonist, and a terribly bad plotline. It was a failure at being an original work. So yeah, it was really that bad.
Oh yes. Ultimate Meta Knight. Why the fuck is this popular? It's bad, full of errors, hyper-realistic blood, the writer faking out sadness, more shit. Please, everyone, wake up and note that this monstrosity is called a plaster and it's bad. It needs to fuck off.
And that's why Kirby is the best character in Smash Brothers.
You reckon that's how he talks?
Probably, that's how I just wanted to bring up...
That's how Meta Knight talks.
No, I just want to bring up Kirby kicks ass in Smash Brothers. Utterly random, but, you know, to try and get my mind off this crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the pub now and oh wait, hang on, I've already died of fucking liver poisoning.
Shit. You know what? I don't want to read any more reviews, even though there's bloody loads. But
51 minutes.
Okay, judge it for yourself because
yeah, we're obviously going to upload this in several videos. But don't go and read it if you haven't already, because it's just not worth your time.
And yeah, football.
All right.
Oh, I figured out what we're going to do instead of, if in case the creepypasta things fall through.
It's recorded, by the way.
I know. I'm just going to say, for all our fans, we're going to start reading erotic fan fiction.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I'm just going to start reading erotic fan fiction.
Oh, you weren't there, were you, Shadow Wolf, for the reading of when we read, what was it?
Chomp?
No, fucking the Ash Ketchum thing with the torturing Ash's genitals.
So they grew bigger.
What?
Thank you. That hurt my genitals. Okay, when we're done recording this, we'll show it to you. Okay.
I think it'd be better off not knowing.
Yes, I think
we're keeping this all in.
Yeah. All right, guys.
They're on a roll, but then they start talking about torturing the guy from Pokemon's dick.
That's what everyone's going to be saying. They're on a roll, but then suddenly they start talking about Ash Ketchum's.
We're not keeping that. Please keep that somewhere.
I'm going to keep the raw file of that. Okay, Matt, grab your drink, because you're going to need it for this bit. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, then click my oblong face to subscribe. Alternatively, you can subscribe to my new channel. And if you have any feedback or want to suggest some pasta ideas, then use the comment section below. Have a very good day. And try to stay sober.